man, man, I'm a gambling man, man, I'm a gambling man, man, I'm a gambling man. I gamble down in Washington, I've gambled up in Maine, I'm going down into Georgia to knock down my last game. I'm a gambling man, man, I'm a gambling man. Well, I had not been in Washington.
What's going on, Unfazed crew? If you look behind me, I have the old Boise Penitentiary. Magnificent building, super spooky, right up my alley. Let's go see what's left and see what it's all about.
I'd rather marry a gambling man with a big old watch and chain. He's a gambling man, he's a gambling man. Well, I would not marry a railroad man, and the reason I'll tell you why. Never did see a railroad man.
There's the warden's house.
Gambling man. I hear the train a-comin', she's coming round the curve, whistling and a-blowing and straining every nerve. He's a gambling man, he's a gambling man. I'm a gambling man.
There she is. Joseph Munch. Born in Germany and conscripted into the Hitler Youth as a child, Joseph Munch enlisted in the French Foreign Legion after WW II. He served as a paratrooper and explosives expert for 14 years and was a prisoner of war for over a year in Vietnam. Holy crap. He immigrated to the United States in 1962, beginning work at the prison as a tower guard in 1963. He moved to the new prison facility in 73 and was fired from his position as chief of security in 77 after blowing the whistle on corruption within the prison administration. What a badass. 2 years later, the Ada County Sheriff's Office hired him as a deputy. Joseph received his Purple Heart on September 28, 1996 for his service. He retired in 98 and died in 09. Look at that. 2 men were caught attempting to tunnel out of the institution and he busted them. What a boss. I bet the prisoners loved him. Here we are, guys. So a few of these buildings we can't go into because there were some riots in the 70s, and I guess the buildings are unsafe to go into. So unfortunately, we won't be able to go in all of them, but pretty beautiful from the outside. No inmates allowed in number 1 cell house, except those selling there. Creepy basement. For being a prison, it's really tranquil and beautiful, surprisingly. All right, so this was the dining hall, and I guess this is one of those that was totally destroyed during the riots in 1972 or 73. So I guess they lit it on fire and who knows what else. But anyway, can't go in here. Looks like a level from Uncharted. Nate, I gotta get across the dining hall. Crazy. Listen to this sad story. Inmate George Hamilton designed the building to provide natural light in the basement. He was paroled early for his exemplary efforts, but committed suicide the day after his release. Holy crap. How many times do I gotta tell you, boys? No loafing in this area. No loafing. So this used to be a vegetable garden planted by an inmate, but it was also the site of 6 hangings from 1900 and 1929. So, yeah, tranquil, but also pretty gnarly. So this used to be the chapel. This was also destroyed in the early 70s during that big riot. Dude, that must have been a hell of a riot. There's like nothing left of this place. But yeah, this was the chapel at one point. Can't go in.
So my paranormal experience was actually in 5 House down there. I was doing the gallows and the talk of the one execution that took place inside of that gallows. And it was a couple summers ago. It was about 95 degrees in there, and I went to do the talk for a 4th time. And all of a sudden I got cold from the top of my head to the bottom of my toes. I felt sick to my stomach, and I kind of doubled over a little bit. And one of the girls looked at me and said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "You know, we're just going to talk about something else." The part that caught me was as soon as I got everybody out and turned the lock over, I felt perfectly fine.
Wow.
So whatever was inside that gallows did not like the way I was telling its story at all, and I will never forget that. I'm about to go do it here and again in just a minute.
That's amazing. Well, we'll see if you have round 2, huh?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go inside. Oh yeah, this has a feel. This has a feel. Hello? Oh, here we go, guys. Looks like some kind of torture tool. What is that? That's the dentist. Oh, man. All right, so I guess we can go up the stairs. Check that out. You can see who actually stayed in here. Wow. Pretty confined. And there were 2 guys in each cell here. Look at that. Bunk beds. Not the kind of sleepover you want to have. Damn. Wow, yeah, this would have been hell. Absolute hell. Hello. Oh, this one was the spacious condo. Look at this. 4 guys in here. It's like 10 feet across. It's ridiculous. 1 toilet. Man. Crazy. Donald Moody Bronco. I can see why he was moody. Jeez. All right, I'm assuming we can go up the stairs. Oh, shoot, okay. Yeah, you can't go up to the 3rd level. It's blocked off. Oh, wow. This must have been a bitch for the guards, because you're so close to the bars, you know? Can't lean away if they try to shank you too much. Dillard. Oh man, yeah, I feel an energy for sure, man. Man. It very much has a watch your back kind of feeling. Robbery. John Curtis Sorensen. Robbery and assault. Murder in the 2nd degree. Wow, so they just put robbers and murderers in the same cell. Nice. Just lump them together, huh? Lights, I'm assuming, at one point. Oh, it's probably dark as hell in here at night. I think a ghost hunt in here would be pretty freaking intense. Wow. A lot of robbers. Cops and Robertsons. Damn. Here's the basketball court. I'm sure some people had some really good times here. And some really bad times, getting shanked and fucked. So this is cell block 4. This is the largest one in the whole prison. It could hold 320 inmates at one time. Maximum capacity. Very Shawshank Redemption vibes. To allow stricter supervision by guards, the barber shop was moved into individual cell houses in the late 60s. Probably because of the risk of getting stabbed. Crazy. It's got a very 70s paint job. Oh, I thought that was a big screen TV. I was like, man, these guys had it good. Now it's a bunk. It's a bunk. Idaho pot. Yeah, this place definitely closed in the 70s. Look at this, what the hell? It's like the Mad Hatter from Batman would have been in here. This was his Arkham Asylum cell. Look at that. Batman? Wow. God is for the alcoholic. It's like comfy padding on the back of the toilet there. I'm sure this one had horrible criminals and a lot of bad things happen and people probably died in here, but it doesn't feel as intense as the other one just because it's a little more open and bright, but who knows how it would be at night. There's a ghost coughing. When I get a chance, I'll go in one of these cells. Oh shit. This looks like it was something bad. Could have just been a shower though, not sure. So these cells are all a little more bare bones on this side of the building. Pretty basic, not a lot of personality to them. Here's where they put the basic bitch inmates. Yeah, see, they're all pretty much the same. Second story. Hello there. Come gather your belongings. Ah, the drinking fountain. I wonder how many guys would get drinks here and get their heads slammed by another inmate. Probably a couple. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. It's like the inside of a ship. Crazy. Wonder if that's where the guards went to the bathroom, maybe. New inmates were called fish upon their arrival because their experience was similar to being in a fishbowl. No privacy. And if you misbehave, they turn you into sushi. Oh, look at the early tattoos. Danger below, Jesus. A typical weekday in 1964. There you go, you can see their routine. Check it out. 4:30 p.m., manly love in the shower. 5 p.m., get shanked. I'm sure not all the days were bad, but probably most of them were terrible. Oh, look at that, confiscated items from the yard. Holy shit. Those were all up the guy's asses. Crazy. One more look at the guard here. Guard or warden, I'm not sure who he is. He looks like an actor. He kind of looks like the actor that played Elaine's dad on Seinfeld. You know who I'm talking about? Looks just like him. Check this out. Line up single file. It's fading away, but man, can you imagine? Inmates use honey buckets stored in the ventilation shafts at the rear of each cell as toilets. Dear God. Every morning, prisoners left their cells and disposed of the waste in a privy. Ugh. So here's the inside of a cell. An older cell. Not very much room. 2 dudes in here. So I know prison always sucks, like no matter what era, right? That's the point. But I feel like it would have been especially rough with these cells, just because they're so freaking tiny. I'm sure it just made it a little bit worse, you know? Probably stinky too, probably really stunk. Can't go up there, but crazy. I'm assuming these controlled the cell blocks or the cell doors. Let's peep. Oh, naughty, naughty. That's fun. 1932, prison baseball teams were allowed. Look at that, it was a privilege, and they got to play with outside teams. Can you imagine being that outside, like, minor league team and having to play these fuckers? And let them win, let them win. The inmates seem to enjoy these baseball games. Look at that, of course they did. They only lost 2 games. I think it's because the other guys let them win, because they didn't want to get shanked. The young among them, young man. 17, 15, grand larceny, arson, 17. These dudes were young, look at that. 17, can you imagine being 15, being in this hellhole? 15, voluntary manslaughter. I hit him upside the head with a shovel. These guys were all just teenagers. 16, 15, holy crap. Before they had juvie. The landscaping is really exceptional. Come get a drinky. Come get a drinky. The shirt factory building. They also had a boxing ring in there at one point. Interesting. So this was the shirt factory and also the recreation building with the boxing ring and stuff like that. Guard station. Ooh, hospital. So the hospital doesn't exist anymore. burned down in the 71 riot. Look at that. That would have been here. Boy, that must have been a hell of a fire. Sounds like there's like a fun like carnival on the other side of this wall. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Boy, it's getting hot. Nothing compared to Yuma, though. This ain't nothing. Maybe there was a bathroom in there at one point. Who knows? There he is. There he is. Look at that. Inmates were subject to search upon entering or exiting the 2-yard gate. Some still managed to sneak in makeshift weapons. One inmate smuggled Dennis, a prison cat, through the gate from an outbuilding. Dennis. Poor Dennis. Goodbye. Wow, the state's only double execution took place on a temporary gallows in 2-yard. Huh. Here we go. The Cooler, 1923. Originally, these punishment cells held up to 5 men in each of the 6 rooms. Eventually, the cells were used to hold only 1 man per room. Solitary shower room. It's where the other inmates piss on them. Inmates confined to punishment were generally allowed 1 shower per week. Oh my God. You can even see in there. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Gnarly. Oh, we can go in. Nice. Wow. Wow, I don't even want to walk in here, but I kind of do. Ooh, spooky. Spooky vibes. Oh my God. I wonder if sometimes they kind of, sorry, it's echoey. I wonder if sometimes they kind of liked solitary confinement because they didn't have to worry about other guys messing with them. Oh, this one feels heavy, guys. Oof. Bad feeling. Bad feeling. Oof. Oh, look at this. These are all modern nerds. Wow. Spooky. Gotta go on all of them, come on. This one feels a little more spacious. Wonder if someone tried to break out there. Or if it's just erosion. Looks like the last one we can go in. The walls are crying. Crazy, dude. It's not somewhere you really want to linger. Definitely not. The trustee dorm. Originally used as a carpenter shop, it later housed the trustee inmates and eventually served as a library. Interesting. Find yourself among Idaho's historic inmates. That's kind of funny. Global representation. We can't go into this one, unfortunately. It's the Captain's Shack. A commissary, carpenter shop, blacksmith shop, and eventually was the office of the captain of the yard. But I guess it got too messed up during the riots. It's crazy, dude. Those riots must have been insane. Like, there's nothing left of the dining hall, nothing left of the chapel. Must have been pretty intense. Here's the barber shop. I'm gonna get my mustache trimmed. Oh, the laundry. Notice clean clothes, towels, and socks will be issued on exchange basis only. Oh shit, this is cool. Look at this. Pretty neat. Oh boy, we gotta take a look at the showers, guys. The infamous showers. Oh, Shawshank. I wonder if I climbed that, if that would support me. I mean, it's too high. We're not gonna find out, but I feel like it probably would. I don't know. I don't know. The extractor. Extractors remove excess water from clothing previously washed. Fascinating. Riveting. Oh, the mangle. Pretty intense. 2 rollers wring water from sheets while pressing and flattening them. Well, we have it pretty good these days, don't we? Mismatched socks were tied here until their mate could be found. Eee. I'm sure those are all modern socks. This is probably super loud when all these machines were operating. I'm guessing these were probably from, would you say 1920s maybe? If I had to guess. Boy, the showers are spooky as hell, man. A lot of nudity, a lot of fighting. Just a cool shot. All right, now this is maximum security. Wow. Sweet, the gallows. Here's the maximum security cells. Ooh, look at this. Creepy. Oh man, it's like Escape from Alcatraz. Love that movie. One of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies, Escape from Alcatraz. Underrated. Underrated. Man. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Ooh, oh. You can see the innards, the BTS of the prison. Behind the scenes, not the Korean pop band. Wow. Wow. 13819. Wonder if that was the prisoner's number. Oh man. Check it out now, Funk Soul Brother. Come, rest your head. We gotta go upstairs, guys. Maximum exercise yard. Every time you had to go out there and exercise, you had to give maximum effort. If you weren't breaking a sweat, you got kicked out. Maximum security inmates stayed in their one-man cells for 23 hours a day. That sucks. They were allowed 1 hour to exercise in this enclosed yard and sweat their balls off. Oh, it's small, dude. It's like the size of a basketball court, if that. Like an elementary basketball court. Jeez. I guess that's the reason behind the riot that they had in 71. I was talking to Eric, the very nice tour guide, and he said that they were pissed off about, they were given freedom for a little bit where they could roam the yard for a few days and like not have to be locked down for 23 hours. But a couple guys screwed it up for everybody else and tried to tunnel out and escape. So they reverted them back to having to be locked up inside for 23 hours a day. So everyone rioted, and it was a pretty gnarly scene. But nobody got killed and nobody escaped. So it was really not a success. But some buildings got burned down. This area served as a hospital from 69 to 73. Like right here, I'm guessing. Wonder what's back here. I don't want to force it. Storage and storage too, sure. I feel like it was like a gas chamber and they were just trying to, hey Timmy, go put that in storage. Ooh, let's go upstairs. This has a feel for sure. This has a feel. Oh, death row, holy crap. Witness room, we gotta go in there. Check this out. Spooky. All right, let's go in the witness room first. Drop room. Gallows. Sweet, the gallows. The condemned man stood on the trap door with his hands and feet bound. Yeah, we know how it works. The death penalty. Oh, there it was. And there it is. Crazy. Sorry, there's a lot of glare, guys. Okay, so that's where the noose would be tied to. And there was the trap door. And then they would die. In 1978, Governor John Evans signed a bill changing the legal form of capital punishment from hanging to death by lethal injection. 2009, the Idaho legislature legally removed death by firing squad as an option. Darn. It had never been used as a method of execution in the state's history. Interesting. Oh. Story of the Hang 10. Hang 10, dude. These are the guys who died. Fred Bond, John Jerko. What a jerko. Troy Powell, Ernest Walrath, Fred Seward, Ed Rice, James Connors, look at that old Western motherfucker, look at him. Noah Arnold, Ray Snowden. Jeez. 11th hour reprieves, look at that. So these were guys that I guess got away and didn't have to die. Lucky mofos, look at that. Harry Orchard. That'd be a good name for a cat. This is Harry Orchard. All right, let's go look at the other one. Oh, this is death row, yeah. The dumbwaiter. Ooh, death row, guys. Death row. Wow. Yeah, I guess give the guys on death row some TV and cigarettes. Why not? thermostat? At 12:20 a.m. on October 18th, 1957, two doctors pronounced Raymond Snowden dead in this room. A hearse outside the double doors transported his body to a Boise funeral home. He was buried in the prison cemetery the next day. Wow. Look at that with the hose and the drain on the floor. Oh my God. Looks like a lot of footprints down there. Got a cooler down here. What's the point? That's crazy. So the fuckers would drop down. Gosh, someone would have to cut them down. So bizarre, dude. Barbaric, but at the same time, probably effective. As long as the guys were innocent. Or, I'm sorry, not innocent. As long as the guys were guilty. You hate hearing about innocent people getting killed for no reason. We them boys. Lever action. This part's for you. Congressional Medal of Honor, Purple Heart, look at those. French Legion of Honor, Italian Medal of War. I'm surprised that wasn't a ravioli. World War I, Victory Medal, Montenegro Medal of War. Look at these fellas. I keep expecting this one to move. He probably does at night. Those grenades. Type 89 grenade. A lot of guns. It's like the Punisher's arsenal. What do I pick today? Do I want the K98K Mauser or the MP35 submachine gun? Depends where we're going. Look at this beast. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is like the Punisher's arsenal right here. Look at that. A lot of guns. It's like a Tommy gun. Look at that. Very gangster. Hey, why yada. Oh, look at him. He's posing. He's posing. Or he might be hiding from the enemy gunfire and the broken glass. But I like to think he's posing. Oh, very sneaky. Very sneaky. Do. Oh, what's that? POV, you're unfazed and you're in World War II in the trenches. Check it out. Wow, look at this thing. A day in the trenches. Kind of feels like a sauna. At least looks like one. Look at some of this German gear. The drum is hilarious. 91st Division of the American Expeditionary Force. Expeditionary. It's a mouthful. Red Dead Redemption 1898 machine gun. Like this thing, it just keeps going. And going. And going. And going. Classic warfare, look at these. Cumbersome. My God, look at this thing. Military cannon. Jeez. Ooh, look, pirate guns. Fun. Got some swords. During the Spanish Crusades. I don't know what they're from. A lot of swords, wow. Oh, these are like Aladdin swords. Crazy. Beautiful, really. All right, you can pick one sword. Which one do you pick? They don't seem very intimidating, but I'm sure it'd be very unpleasant to get stabbed in the chest by one of these. I'd probably pick one of these. That one. That one's sick. It's very piratey. Pretty cool. Here's the warden's office. Here in the warden's office. There's one of those accordion cameras. Nice. That's where you get your mugshot taken. I feel like just half my face is getting sunburned, just the left side. Yeah. Anyway, that concludes my look at the Boise Old Penitentiary. Really cool place. I did ask permission to do an after-hours paranormal investigation, but unfortunately it was shut down. They said it was a little too short notice, but that's okay. I think today I still got a very, very good vlog. Hopefully you guys liked it. Creepy vibe, but very, very fascinating historical place. So glad I checked it out. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe and like this video. And if you guys are sticking around, consider becoming a patron. You have the Patreon link down below. Got some cool stuff there for you. Check out the Unfazed Frights channel as well. It's definitely growing. Got some neat stuff on there. And remain unfazed, guys. Thanks for watching. And appreciate your abandoned penitentiaries while you got them. See ya. Is this O. Henry Houlihan? Oh, where did he go? Oh, O. Henry Houlihan. Climbing the fucking tree. Look at him go, oh Henry Houlihan. Oh Henry fucking Houlihan. Look at him go, he's so strong. He's got a big strong back and shoulders. I just can't get over how clean it is walking here. Oh look, there's O. Henry's girlfriend, Margaret. There's a fucking crow. But yeah, it's just so, so clean. I haven't seen one piece of trash, literally. The bus stops are immaculate, no hobos. Really, really freaking nice. It's almost too nice. Like I'm suspicious of how nice it is. The wizarding apartments of Harry Potter. I took one of those Lime scooters about a mile and then it gave out and just wouldn't work. So I'm walking now, but I'm downtown. It's pretty nice.